Alright, there we go. I think it is streaming. Uh, Image, there we go. Okay, welcome to the stream. We are going to be making a tier list. This is off of tiermaker.com. There are ads. Do not buy any of them, although I guess you can. Ranking every card in Clash Royale on a scale of S being the best to F being the worst. There are only two cards that I am aware that are not on this list, and that is the Monk and the Phoenix, because this isn't updated. Uh, Title right there, if anyone wants to use this same tier list. But let's make it clear, Monk gets a B, and Phoenix gets an A. Expo, I want to put it in F just for spite, but it's a solid win condition. It's not the best. It's not the worst. It's a bitch when it gets locked onto your tower, but other than that, it's a decent card. Zap is an A tier spell. Nothing can match such a cheap spell that deals a good amount of damage for what it is and can stun the opponent. Zappy's S tier. I don't care what anyone says. Battle Healer is C. Just nothing more to say really. Battle Ram, C. Bomb Tower, A. It's an A tier card. Has really good range for what it is. Splash damage, can hit a lot of them, and deals pretty good damage, actually. Bomber, it's cheap, it's solid, it gets a B. Bowler. I don't see Bowler that often in many decks. It's a C tier card. It's not bad by all means, it's just kind of expensive. It's just not well in this meta. Cannon is an S tier building. That's right, S tier. It's so cheap, dealing so much damage, has a good amount of health. It can fit into nearly any deck you want, and there's no real skill required in placing it, so. Ooh, Cannon Cart. Cannon Cart has been knocked around a lot. At one point, when it was fast speed, it was S tier. I don't think it's even deserving of A tier. It's a solid, but it isn't a bad card by all means. B tier. Clone, no skill. Hmm. Okay, I think this is gonna go here. Just cards that don't really have a tier based on how they do that. And now I'm gonna. Where's Rage in this mess? Rage. Those are probably the only two cards that I'm gonna have here. I will put E-Barb somewhere else, don't worry. But these two spells, it's difficult. Dark Prince, A tier, good card. Dark Goblin, ooh, ooh. It's definitely an A or S tier. Hmm, gonna put it in S. Really long range, good damage. Really hard to counter if you don't have any elixir. It'll just place one at the bridge. Easy 300, 500 possible damage. Archers, C tier. Not seen in any deck other than Siege. They suck. Earthquake. It's B tier. It does its job and it not A tier. It does its job and it does it well. Not really good at anything else, but an A for effort. Electro Dragon, mid. Electro Giant, mid. Electro Spirit, S tier. Other than a free King Tower activation, Electro Spirit is possibly the best spirit in the game. Changes to 9 different enemies, stuns all of stuns all of them Really good at taking out swarms. Electro Wizard A tier. Not much else to say. Barbs B tier. Not good, not bad. They require no skill, but you know, they're deserving of a rank. Elixir Pump, C tier. Now, Elixir Pump isn't that great of a card. It's good at its job, but timing is a big issue with it, which makes it really hard to counter. Sorry, really easy to counter if your opponent has the right spells. But it always makes out with an even elixir trade, or sometimes a negative elixir trade if someone uses Earthquake. Ah, Elixir Golem? Just A tier. Not much else to say. It's reliable, it's cheap, it gives the opponent 4 elixir, but the damage it deals is worth it. Executioner, B tier. Fire Spirit, C tier. Just does a lot of damage. Arrows? Arrows are an A tier spell. Fireball, S tier. Firecracker, A tier. Fisherman, B tier. Flying Machine. See, I almost want to put it in C, but I feel like that's harsh. Thing is, I don't think it's deserving of B. It does a lot of damage, it moves decently well, doesn't have a lot of HP, but it's only 4 elixir. I might regret that. C. Freeze, no skill ranking. Furnace, C. Giant, B. Giant Skeleton, A. Snowball, A. Goblin Barrel, A. Baby Dragon, B. Goblin Cage, B. Goblin Drill, ooh. I don't know where to put this really. I don't know how to feel about Goblin Drill. It's not good, so it's definitely not A or S tier by all means. I want to say it's actually pretty bad. Surprisingly, no cards are in F yet. Goblin Gang, S tier, worth so much more. This is our first F tier. Absolutely shit for 6 elixir. Let's see. Goblins. They are B tier for 2 elixir. Ever since the goblins got 4 instead of 3, because they used to be F tier, but I think they're on the way up to, I'd say they're like low B tier, if I'm being honest. Golem? Golem is good at what it does, and not much else. It's meant to be a super beefy tank, which can be played in the back, played at the bridge, not really anywhere else. Uh, and it does its job well. Needs synergy though. Even though it can take a tower by itself, it needs some support if it wants to counter literally anything trying to attack it. Graveyard A tier. Graveyard is definitely an A tier win condition. B. Human Spirit. C. Balloon. Ah, I hate that I'm going to put it in A. Balloon is my favorite win condition by far, but it's actually my second ever maxed out card, only next to Log, which I'll actually place right now, S tier. There's no other words need to be said about that. My second ever max level card, my favorite win condition in all of Clash Royale. I want to put it in S, but I can't because it's not that versatile. Hog Rider. I'm gonna have to put this here. Hog Rider is an S tier. Until it gets nerfed, it's deserving of S tier. Every 2.6 and 2.8 player is going to agree with me that it's so versatile and can be fit into almost any deck, really. Uh, it's very reliable, very fast, not that expensive, and it can jump over the bridge too, jump over the water. Hunter? Hunter is B. Hunter would get an A if it was more versatile, but it's not, so B. Ice Golem, C. It's not good. It's 2 elixir. It's a good distraction, but it that's just it. It's a distraction. Ice Spirit, A tier. Ice Wizard. Ah, damn, I want to put it in F. It's C or F. It's not a good card. I think it's F tier. You can argue with me on that one, but I think it's deserving of F. It slows them down, but doesn't do jack shit in terms of damage. Ah, Inferno Dragon, always reliable. Inferno Tower has to also be A tier. Knight, I want to be cliche and say good stats for its cost, but no, I think it is deserving of A tier. It's not versatile though, like when it comes to attacking, but you know, it can be a distraction. It's pretty tanky. Good stats for its cost. Lava Hound, thinking on its potential, it's B tier. Thinking on what it actually does is probably C tier, but I'd say it's a B tier win condition because we're basing it off that. Lightning is a B, a solid B. Bandit, S tier, actually. So cheap, has a decent amount of HP. If it dashes, it's gonna deal like at least 1,000 damage to your opponent's tower. Ooh, okay, Lumberjack got nerfed hard because of the Rage update. I really don't know where to put this. Lumberjack, it's not S tier. It could still be A tier, because this is where I would put it. It would be like upper A tier. I think it's either lower A tier now or upper B. I'm gonna say lower A. Magic Archer, reliable, solid A. Mega Knight, thing above S, I'm kidding. Mega Knight is expensive, but deals a lot of damage, is really beefy, and mid ladders like myself hate it. So Mega Knight's A tier. Mega Minion, C. It used to be good, got replaced by Phoenix. Miner is underrated. It's not an S tier. Actually, ooh, hmm. Miner. Where do I want to put Miner? I'd say B or A, honestly. It'd be low A or high B. I'm gonna go with low A tier. Minupeka, reliable. Not that great at anything else, but not very versatile either, but it's there. It's decent. Since the update, it's a B, no longer a C. Minions themselves, though, they're also a B, but I'd place them higher than Minion Horde. Mir? Now, you could say this is in no skill ranking. Hmm. But I'd actually put Mir as an S tier card. I know. You can have any card you want. Like, this could be a level 1 Fire Sphere right here. And it can be turned into a level 15 with a max level Mir for just one more elixir. They basically can make any card better than it currently is. So for that reason, it can make S tiers better than S tier. It can make A tiers into an S tier, with the extra levels, dealing more damage, more HP, everything really. Mortar, B. Mortar gets a, um, hmm. Mortar is not versatile whatsoever. What am I talking about? It's a C. Definitely not an F, but it's a C. B. Mother Witch, B. Actually, could be an A. She's a mother bitch and a half to kill. That was a bad joke. Ah, she could go to A tier, but B. I'd say she's like high B. Musketeer is a solid A tier. A tier card. I'm a bit parched. Mother Witch is not sorry, not Mother Witch. I meant Night Witch is definitely a C tier card. She works really well with Golem, but other than that, she's horrible. P.E.K.K.A. is a B. If people are gonna hate me for that, I don't care. P.E.K.K.A. is strong, but so easily counterable. Poison, B. Prince, B. Princess, high A tier. Ram Rider, good at what she does, but she's a bit weak when it comes to attacking towers. Her charge isn't all that strong. The Prince and Dark Prince, I'm pretty sure, have a stronger charge than her. And for 5 elixir, she's just not that good. B. B. Even after the rework, C. Rocket, ooh, A tier. Royal Delivery is a C. Royal Ghost is an S tier. I don't care what anyone says. Roiling Ghost is so reliable. For 3 elixir, tanky, does a pretty high splash damage, and can go invisible. Like, that is an S tier. One of the only legendaries that are actually deserving of that legendary rank, too. Orion Giant gets an A tier. You really can't go wrong with him. Pretty reliable. Royal Hug's also reliable, but, ooh, easily counterable. Still get an A. Royal Recruits are a B, and yes, I'm placing Royal Recruits above every single one of these cards down here. Skarmy gets an A. Easy counterable by almost any spell, but when they don't, ooh, it can do so much damage. It can destroy any push, really. Except like Dark Prince. But other than that, Skeleton Barrel gets a B. It's good at what it does, not much else. Skeleton Dragons. See, I'm comparing them to, like, yes, you can split, but I'd say they're a C tier card. They're just too weak. Skeletons, A tier, easily. Just skeletons by themselves for 1 elixir, such a great distraction. Barbarians, C tier. Sparky. Do I think every other one of these cards are better than Sparky? I do. If there's way too many counters. Electro Spirit, Electro Wizard, wherever I put him, there he is. Zap, for instance. There's just way too many counters. And it's so easily distracted too by literally anything. It takes way too long to charge up. It's just not good. Another F tier card. They suck. They're great when it comes to Goblin Gang, but alone, they're horrible. Tesla is a solid A tier building. Three Musketeers, F. Skeleton, C. Maybe B. They're a great distraction card and only cost 3 elixir. I'm building distracting nearly anything. But do I think they're better than any card in C tier? Yes, yes I do. Tornado, solid A tier card. Valkyrie, solid A tier again. Bone Breakers? Ooh. Bone Breakers, I'm gonna have to go with B, although I'd say they're like high B tier. So don't think I'm just putting them here for, you know, being there. Witch, B, not bad, not good. Bats are A tier. Archer Queen, S. Golden Knight is actually an A. I want to put him up there too, but I'm gonna have to go with A tier. A Mighty Miner, in the current meta, easily an S. Well, this is my ranking of every card in Clash Royale, except Phoenix and Monk, of which Phoenix would probably go A tier, Monk would be B tier. The only champion to be in B tier, by the way. So that's my list. That's it. I like it. But if I were to change out one of the spells, like to remove this category, could I have done? I could have been doing that the entire time. I'm stupid. I'll do that for the next thing where I rank all the emotes. But if I were to do this, Freeze would get a C, no skill. Clone would honestly be, well, it would be a B. And Rage would also get a B. Low B, possibly at this point. But I'd say low B. This is the list. Take a good look at it. That's it. No change in my mind. I'd say everything is bone deserving where it is.